no effect upon the nation. It's getting worse by the day. In every respect, morally. It's getting the most immoral nation on earth, the American nation. So, he says, now there's something wrong somewhere with your claim. If you say you are born again, you got the gift. I said, I don't see the fruits.
That's right, that's it.
Half a dozen swallows don't make a summer. The Mormons, exemplary people. Right? I take off my hat to you. If you say you don't drink, I says, very good. You are a step nearer to me. You say you don't gamble, I says, very good. You are a step nearer to me. You are not promiscuous, I says, very good. You are a step nearer to me. Can you see? But this was already given to you 1400 years ago in the Quran. Through Muhammad. You didn't have to wait for Joseph Smith or Brigham Young to tell you that. See, if it wasn't, if something new coming along, because when Muhammad comes along on the scene, he says, he will testify of me, Jesus. He will be a witness of me. He will glorify me. Now you open the Quran and it tells you that Jesus is the Christ. The Quran tells you. Not, I want to be nice to the Christian nations of the world, because they are a majority in the world today. The bulk of the people in the world today, biggest religious group is Christianity. So I want to be nice to you by telling you, Jesus Christ was a mighty messenger of God. I'm trying to flatter you. I said, you see, Jesus was born miraculously. I'm trying to flatter you. I said, Jesus gave life to the dead by God's permission. I'm trying to flatter you. All this is given to me 1400 years ago.
I read a booklet on the way to the Quran or something.
Yes.
And that's probably the reason why we came here today, was because it said many interesting things.
Yes.
And in effect, it agrees a lot with what the Book of Mormon says.
I'm sure. No, the thing is, it's a natural religion. If Joseph Smith taught naturally, it will automatically, we will all be on the same path. If we were left alone, uninfluenced,
that's right.
If we would truly reflect, like a compass, we will be truly going to God, all of us. That's what the Holy Prophet Muhammad, he said, that every child that is born into the world is born a Muslim, meaning not with the name that is a follower of Muhammad. Muslim means one who submits his will to the will of God.
That's right.
Automatically you will submit to his will. But it is the parent who makes him a Jew, a Christian, or a Magian. The child is born with a natural inclination, but now the parent comes along, the mother, and she's burning a lamb, and she's got a statue of a monkey, and she's cringing before it, and the child is growing, you are growing, you also will imbibe that. It's automatically you'll become that. In the Jewish home you become a Jew, in the Muslim home you become a Muslim, in the home of an atheist you become an atheist. See? It's the parent who's making you. But if you were left alone, you truly go to God. Everybody. So he says, now Joseph Smith gave many healthy teachings. Beautiful. But he said, look, these are already there. Mrs. Mary Baker Eddy, of the Christian Scientist. Also, to me, I admire her for her wisdom. See? But I said, look, whatever you're talking, madam, is already there. Whatever you're talking, the Jehovah's Witness, he talks about there's no Trinity. I say, it's already there. There's no 3 in 1 and 1 in 3. Jesus is not God. God is not born of a woman. No woman can carry God for 9 months. God Almighty. This is the Hindu idea, where they believe in God incarnate, the Hindu. My ancestors. I'm an Indian. My ancestors were Hindus. We believed in Rama as the 7th incarnation of God, Krishna as the 8th incarnation of God, Buddha as the 9th incarnation of God, and we believe in endless incarnations. That's the Hindu philosophy, that God becomes a man. And the Hindu reasons, and his logic is very good. He said, you see, God Almighty, He's so pure, He's so holy, He's absolute holiness, like a holy robo. Now that holy robo, what does he know how I feel when I see a beautiful young thing? My lust, my greed, my passion, my desire. Does he feel the way I feel? Probably not. So is he qualified to tell me, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife? What does he know what is to covet? How I feel, how you feel.
He must have been,
to be qualified, he must become a man, the Hindu says. So God Almighty comes down to earth, He's born of a woman, And he delivers his message and he dies, or somebody kills him and he dies, and when the need arises, the same God keeps on coming again. He delivers his message and he dies, or he gets old and he dies, or somebody kills him and he dies. And when the need arises, he comes again. That is a Hindu idea about God becoming a man. The Christian idea is, I don't know whether you Mormons agree with that before Jesus, God did not incarnate. After Jesus, he will not incarnate, means he will not take human form. He is the only incarnation. The only time that God came down to earth as a man, he came in the form of Jesus Christ. Do you also believe in that?
Well, actually, we don't believe that God came down to earth in the form of a man at all.
Right.
That
what do you believe about Jesus?
Jesus was the Son of God. He came down. That God himself was God the Father, is separate, as you say.
Right.
And he once was as we were, but has progressed so much more than we can comprehend. So now,
God Almighty.
Yeah.
That he progressed.
Yeah.
He developed.
He developed, that's right. Much more than we can comprehend. And if we take eternity and we think, from beginning of eternity to now, and we're still at the beginning of the line, and he started at the beginning of eternity, but he's progressed a lot further than we have.
So God is like a man, in other words, according to your concept now, as you grow in wisdom, Jesus grew in wisdom, so God also grows in wisdom.
No.
See how
he's perfect.
He's perfect.
Yeah.
He is perfect from eternity, from beginning, which has no beginning, or did he develop? From what you are telling me now, that he also developed. That's what you told me just now, that he developed to that unlimited qualities.
It's a bit difficult to explain the concept without explaining the whole view, which is very in-depth. We get such a whole day.
We believe that before he came to the earth, we lived with God.
You live with God.
You and me. Right. We lived with God as, of course, his children.
Right. So now, in what form did you live there?
We were spirits, not with bodies.
Right.
Is spirits of God.
Right.
Now,
so everybody existed.
And always have, and always will.
Right. But now we would say that, look, in the knowledge of God, you existed. You didn't exist outside there, all little creatures, there are millions and billions of them, and then he's shooting them into your mother's womb when your father was having intercourse with her, and now he says, now he puts you in there. No. He said, in the knowledge of God, Joseph Smith was there, Hitler was there, Mussolini was there, I was there, you were there, in the knowledge of God. Not in any form or shape or size. But, so, it's only a question of now understanding. We agree that in the knowledge of God we exist. You say, maybe spirit, you say, what form? He said, look, spirit form. So what form is that? No, but he said, look, we existed in the knowledge of God. Jesus also existed. Right? Joseph Smith also existed in his knowledge. In his plan, Joseph Smith was there, Brigham Young was there, you were there, I was there, everybody was there.
Yeah.
Right? But now, the Christians say that Jesus is the only begotten Son. Begotten, not made. Have you heard that statement before?
Yeah.
yes.
He is the only begotten Son.
Of God.
Begotten, not made.
Yeah, all of us are made of God.
Not right. But now, Jesus is not like that.
Yeah.
You see, we were all created by God.
Yeah.
But Jesus is not like that. He is begotten, not made.
That's right.
It's a different meaning altogether.
Absolutely.
Like me calling you my son.
Yeah.
What's your name, by the way?
Douglas.
Douglas. I said, Douglas, my son. Douglas, my son. And maybe we become very, very, very close. And one day I come home and see your mother. I say, where's Douglas, my son? So she says, no, he's just gone to the shop. He'll be back just now. I sit down, wait, and you come. And we embrace one another. My son, and his uncle or grandpa, you also.
Yeah.
Now my companion, who's with me, he doesn't know our relationship. So he wants to know, is it really your son?
Yeah.
So I said, no. Now this young man, he loves me like an uncle, like a grandfather. He respects me as an elderly person, a wise man. And he calls me an upa, grandpa, and I call him a son.
Yeah.
That is our relationship. It's metaphorical.
Yeah.
But instead I said, yes, he is my begotten son. The meaning changes, which means you are a bastard. You're not your father's child.
Yeah.
You are mine. He says, I had something to do with your mother.
Yeah.
I said, yes, he is my begotten son. So now you catch the joke. You say,